been registered, viewers, against NCP MLA Jitendra Awhad and 100 workers of the party. A case has been registered, remember, at a police station now under section 141, 143, 146, 149, 323 and 504 of the IPC. Those are the sections. And section 37, 135 of Mumbai police as well, for assaulting a film audience by forcibly closing the show of Har Har Mahadev in Thane Mall last night. First up, let's listen into the reaction coming in.
किसी महिला को जाहिर सभा में, जाहिर वक्तव्य में ऐसा गालियां हमें भी आती है। वो जो स्कूल में पढ़े हैं ना, अब जो कर रहे हैं ना, उसके हम हेडमास्टर रह चुके हैं। गाली बकने में हमारा हाथ कोई नहीं पकड़ सकता है। बंबई के गली मोहल्ले में चाल में बड़े हुए हम, हर 3 शब्द के बाद एक हमारी गाली निकलती थी। लेकिन जब से राजनीति में आए, जब से पवार साहब ने हमारे सर पे हाथ रख दिया, उस दिन से गाली नहीं निकलती मुझसे, दुश्मन के खिलाफ भी नहीं निकलती। ये तो एक औरत के बारे में।
All right, so that's the latest. Now remember, this comes after a brazen act of hooliganism by NCP leader Jitendra Awhad, who shut down a movie screening of a film Har Har Mahadev, and his supporters could also be seen beating up a common man who was watching the film. The BJP too has come out with a reaction as law is taking its own course. The BJP has slammed the action of the NCP neta and has vowed to take action against him.
जो भी कानून हाथ में लेगा उस पर कड़ी कार्रवाई होगी, पर सवाल उन राष्ट्रवादी के नेताओं से है कि यदि उन्हें किसी फिल्म के बारे में आपत्ति है तो आपत्ति दर्शाने के लोकतंत्र में कई सारे मार्ग हैं। अब लोगों को पीटोगे, लोगों की जबरन दुकानें बंद करोगे, ये सारी चीजें सुर्खियों में आने के लिए है या सत्ता थी, उस बात का अहंकार अभी भी समाप्त नहीं हुआ।
All right, so there you have the kind of political reactions coming in now. Remember, it is yesterday when NCP leader and former State Housing Minister Jitendra Awhad forcefully stopped the screening of the Marathi movie Har Har Mahadev in a Thane mall. He alleged that the movie showed a distorted version of the history of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, and this only to stir political drama. Furthermore, he also targeted some other movies, alleging that the actors playing the role were actually not in any way similar to the characters that they were adapting. So those are the kind of reactions that have come in from Jitendra Awhad. But with regards to the action, now remember, a case for assault has been filed, and details of the same on your screens, viewers, to see what is going to happen next. We've told you the various sections under which a case has now been registered against Mr. Jitendra Awhad. Let me go across to Radhika, also joining us with more details. Radhika, now of course this was very, very dramatic. The visuals also very intense in that sense. But how many supporters of Mr. Awhad are we talking about? Now that a case has been filed and FIR has been registered against him and his supporters, what's likely to happen next?
That's right. You know, we are talking about at least about 100 supporters of NCP leader Jitendra Awhad who were present in the theatre yesterday. In fact, they created ruckus. They went ahead and in fact stopped the screening of the film late last night in that particular theatre in Thane. Of course, soon after that, of course, a case has been registered, and case has been registered under various sections, including rioting as well. Jitendra Awhad was seen, having an altercation with several people in the theatre, not just moviegoers but also the officials in the theatre, asking them to sort of stop the screening, and that's what happened. And after which, of course, a case has been registered. Of course, Jitendra Awhad has not spoken post that. There is absolutely no response from the NCP top guns either. When we did speak with a few leaders and workers within NCP who said that, of course, if a film hurts the sentiments of people, then it should not be portrayed, it should not be screened. However, violence is not the answer, is what several of the NCP workers and leaders had been stating. However, there were 100 NCP workers who were with Jitendra Awhad when this entire violence broke out. No response from the NCP top guns yet. Of course, the filmmaker who Shivani spoke to just some time back also coming out and stating that several historians' advice was taken. That's how the censor board cleared it. they had taken the legal route and the appropriate route as far as the film's screening is concerned, and that is how the approval was given for the film to be screened. And therefore, in case people have issues with it, then they shouldn't resort to violence or this kind of altercation. Instead, they can approach the court or the appropriate authority, is what the filmmakers have to say.
All right, let me go across to Mr. Ram Kadam of the BJP joining us on the phone line. Mr. Ram Kadam, what do you make of this? Now, though a case has been filed against Mr. Awhad and his supporters for creating that kind of ruckus, for forcefully stopping the screening of this very film, the Har Har Mahadev, what would you say if the BJP is saying that this is completely unacceptable and law must take its own course?
See, there are two important points. Point number one, attack is absolutely condemnable. We do not support such kind of illegal activities. First of all, if Mr. Awhad or his party workers, if they have some logic or some valid points, they can definitely put across with a democratic way. But no one has given them rights to take law in their hand. How can they forcefully ask people to shut their shops who have given them that rights? How can they assault those innocent people who came for that show?
Okay. So what gives him the right, his supporters the right to start attacking people, to resort to vandalism? We have Mr. Majid Memon of the NCP joining us on the phone line. What explains this kind of behavior, Mr. Memon?
No, see, the crime has been registered. The policemen are supposed to investigate and find out the factual position. It is not that because BJP is very keen to get Jitendra Awhad, the former minister of NCP, to get him arrested. It is not because of the pressure of BJP that the police has to act. The policemen must keep themselves out of politics, and they have to only...
Sir, but what would your position be? What would your take be? Would you condemn this? Will the NCP take an official stand and an action against Mr. Awhad?
No, I have already stated this, and I have repeated for your viewers that, well, the right to agitate when sentiments are hurt is a very valuable democratic right. But of course, violence must not be the result of such agitation. And therefore, if certain men have become violent, the law takes its own course. But then only because now BJP leaders are pressurizing, no, Jitendra Awhad must be arrested. I don't think the policemen have to follow the dictates of BJP leaders.
Surely, Mr. Memon, I don't think the BJP putting any sort of pressure or demanding action has anything to do with the kind of police action that's going to be witnessed. We have Mr. Ram Kadam also with us. Mr. Kadam, what would you want to say to Mr. Memon? He says that the BJP must not intervene. They must not unnecessarily try to blow this out of proportion.
See, as you said, that is absolutely right. We have been not mentioning any particular individual's name. But of course, we have been demanding that whoever has been involved in this, each and everyone should be punished. We will not spare, will not protect anyone. Because no one has a right to take law in their hand and do such kind of illegal activities in the mall. If they have some valid points they can put across about the film in democratic manner, but they did not. The point is, when such a person who is the tallest leader in NCP and who was ex-minister, if he has been indulging into such kind of activities, so what kind of message are we spreading?
Okay, what kind of a message, what kind of an example is being set, Mr. Memon? You know, here's a party leader who goes on to create ruckus to that and extend those visuals on our screens of how common people who are watching the film, forget stopping the screening of the film, took it to a whole new level of thrashing people who came to watch the film. What is their fault, sir, if they don't agree to what Mr. Awhad feels or thinks?
No, see, Mr. Awhad may be wanting that the show should be stopped because it is hurting the sentiments of certain section of society. Now, beyond that, I don't think the facts would reveal that Jitendra Awhad himself became violent or he has himself done something. This is a part to be played by policemen, not by political leaders. The police will have to find out what actual facts are, who has done what or who is accused of what, and thereafter they will apply law to that and then proceed according to the crime that has been registered. So I don't think either, as Mr. Kadam says rightly, that we are not trying to protect anybody or save anybody. In the same breath,
No, Mr. Mahadev, we are simply putting out these questions going by the visuals that, you know, our viewers are also looking at the moment, of certainly this not being a democratic protest in any way whatsoever, and just wanting to understand the party position from you. I'm going to have to leave it at that. Mr. Ramkadam and Mr. Memon, thank you for joining us here on Times Now. Let's put out more reactions. Filmmakers have also been alleging that there's a political motive behind these protests. Listen in.
I don't think these are Hindu groups. These are some extra political organizations. Yesterday what happened in Thane is an extremely disgusting thing that happened, where some people were watching my film, a film on Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, and some people barged in and they tore their clothes and they stopped the screening. Now we have to understand that anyways people are not going to the theatres. And when we are making big films so that people can come into theatres, what do we get? We get these extra political, extra social organizations coming in and tearing people's clothes. Is that what we have come to? Is that what our civilization has come to? I mean, I don't understand that the film industry should collectively unite and take a stance and make a representation in front of the government that this is not done.